The truth will set you free, with Hector Melo.
Cats are very enigmatic creatures, associated with spirituality and energetic powers. These fascinating beings are also related with the extraterrestrials. Today, we're going to study deeply the extraterrestrial origin of cats. Stay tuned. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to The Truth Will Set You Free. Once you do that, now we are ready to proceed. Ancient settlers believed that their extraterrestrial gods created many living beings. Those are our nowadays animals, but also the ancient man knew that there were some living creatures that were not created on Earth, but brought to our planet. Apparently, these galactic explorers were not traveling alone without some of their favorite pets. How to identify those living creatures that were created by the extraterrestrial gods from those that were brought with them? We need first to understand what are the crucial features a living being needs for surviving the condition of a planet in specific, and how the creators of life form a creature that accomplishes perfectly to the conditions of an appointed planet. Creator gods consider the condition of a planet before creating life on it. That is to say, that a creator god who knows that a whole planet is a vast ocean, the most logical thing to understand is that he will create a living being capable of breathing underwater. Otherwise, will be pointless. Besides breathing conditions, another condition taken into account is related to the planet light source and its gas layer, or atmospheric layer. The same will be used for that living being for his sight. Sight has a lot to do with the entrance of light through the eyes, thanks to the shape of the pupils, which controls the light entrance by adjusting the size of the aperture. So a planet with an atmospheric layer compound in a different way than Earth will certainly have living beings with different pupils on its eyes in comparison with the creatures from Earth with our current atmospheric layer and its composition. Now that we understand that these creators took into consideration several facts before creating beings, such as the breathing gas the living creature needs to breathe according to the planet's conditions and the effect of the atmospheric layer on the creature's sight as well, this led us to conclude the following. The greatest sign to highlight a living creature as a non-terrestrial is by looking into these features. If this creature seems that were not created for Earth's atmospheric layer according to its composition, then this evidence is more than enough for identifying the creatures that were not created on Earth but were brought by the extraterrestrials. Remember that most of the content discussed on the Truth Will Set You Free channel are material taken from the book What Really Happened by Hector Melo. The same can be found by clicking on Hector Melo's book icon at the home page of this channel, or by clicking on the link found on the description of this video. What Really Happened recounts the secret history of humanity and reveals the true identity of the gods of antiquity. You may also find other books being written by this author, including his Anunnaki saga, Anunnaki the Creation, Anunnaki War of Gods, and Anunnaki the Rebellion. For these and more, please visit www.lulu.com. This is how our eyes achieve sight. The cornea is shaped like a dome and bends light to help the eyes focus. Some of this light enters the eye through an opening called the pupil. This iris, which is the colored part of the eye, controls how much light the pupil lets in. If a living creature is created for a specific planet and its atmospheric layer, that is not logical at all that another creature created for the same planet and its atmospheric layer has a different kind of pupils, since these are the one that controls the entrance of light through the eyes. But we need to remember that the main light filter source before the pupils is the same planet atmospheric layer. That is to say, the first filter that light faces before hitting any creature's eyes is the atmospheric layer of the same planet. Living creatures with vertical pupils are definitely brought to Earth and not created locally, since this kind of creatures has a straight-up vertical pupils that expand and narrow itself alike for the entrance of light purpose. But according to the shape of the pupil, the entrance of light will be affected as well. So these kind of beings were created for another planet with a different atmospheric layer as well. If we look into Earth's animal kingdom, we find that some creatures have vertical pupils instead of rounded. We are going to take a look into this fact soon, but pay close attention to the next image and notice the different shapes of those pupils. Felines are very exotic creatures indeed. We found felines among every civilization from the past. They are very important beings, sometimes even worshipped by ancient men. For those civilizations, feline beings were considered sacred or highly respected creatures. Even in some modern religions, they still are. It's obvious that felines remark among other animals. Some of these creatures had also become part of humans' life on Earth. If you are a fan of the ancient astronauts, the unknown and mystery, you will love to take a look at some cool stuff made for you. Just visit the official Hector Melo shop. You may find there items based on those characters that we love. The Anunnaki, the Alpha Centaurians, the Zeta Reticulans, the Pleiadians, the Orions, the Olympians, the Shibarus, and more. Please visit www.cafepress.com/shop/Hector Melo. Cool t-shirts, mugs, apparel, and more. www.cafepress.com/shop/Hector Melo. Curing domestic cats possess vertical pupils as other creatures that were also brought by the extraterrestrial gods. The same is the case for snakes, hawks, and crocodiles. It's not a coincidence that these creatures were also worshipped by the ancient Egyptians. For sure, they knew that their gods brought those creatures with them. That is why those were considered divine as well. These feline creatures probably were created by also extraterrestrial feline humanoids. It's logical to think that a creator of life will form a new being from the genetic material they already have. Next, we're going to show you how important the feline beings were in ancient civilizations. Travel now to ancient Egypt. The following pictures we're going to show you depict different Egyptian divinities associated with felines and especially cats. This picture shows goddess Mafdet. This is a humanoid entity with the head of a cheetah, also carrying the Egyptian Ankh cross, meaning this character was of high power and importance. Notice this is another hybrid creature among the feline genes and humanoid genes. Now this picture is showing another feline goddess. Its name is Sekhmet. This has a female humanoid body with the head of a lion. It is clear that ancient Egyptians had more than just admiration toward the extraterrestrial gods, but also were convinced of their supreme power. Remember, subscribe to this channel, hit that button. Now we can continue. This is goddess Bastet. This one was often represented in art either with the head of a lion or with the head of a cat. For the ancient Egyptians, this goddess was the divine representation of the domestic cats on earth. The ancient Egyptian settlers were convinced that cats were a gift from the extraterrestrial gods brought to earth. We can also find many artistic representations from the past that show how important cats are within humanity. Following, we're going to show you some famous paintings depicting cats. This painting is known as Kitten Playing with Diabolos, painted by Louis Wayne. This portrays cats with human features and skills, maybe try to demonstrate the existence of humanoid felines. This is a famous drawing by Leonardo da Vinci, 1480. You can see the child holds a cat on his arm. Definitely, cats were very important creatures among societies. We travel back to ancient Egypt. This painting is found in the tomb of Ibuy, 1250. This shows a cat on the lap of a pharaoh. This explains why so many monarchs, like kings and emperors, have so many paintings with cats on their laps. Apparently, it's a sign of authority. Remember to follow us on our social media: XCOM, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and Discord. Don't forget to follow. Egyptians believed cats were magical creatures capable of bringing good luck to the people who housed them. To honor these treasure pets, wealthy families dressed them in jewels and fed them treats fit for royalty. When the cats died, they were mummified. As a sign of mourning, the cat owners shaved off their eyebrows and continued to mourn until the eyebrows grew back. Art from ancient Egypt shows statues and paintings of every type of feline. Cats were so special that those who killed them, even by accident, were sentenced to death. These are the ruins of Bastet Temple located in Bubastit, Egypt. The Egyptian cat humanoid goddess was highly admired and worshipped. This is believed to have probably one of the best temples among the rest of the ancient Egyptian gods. Maybe this explains how important were cats for this ancient civilization. Cats have a special connection with the creator gods, with the cosmos, and also with some living beings alike. Following, we're going to take a look into some spiritual, psychic, and energetic skills attributed to cats. It is believed that cats are highly connected with the cosmos, more than just a simple connection to Mother Nature and the awareness of present danger, or for the change of weather. Cats are connected to the cosmos in a very spiritual way. They perceive energies and also can drain them for neutralizing negative charges of the same. That is why sometimes a cat jumps into the owner's body while this is still sleeping and plays on top of the affected chakras that require cosmic energetic balance. Remember, chakras are the energetic centers of the body. Cats also have a strong bond with its owner. More than just an affective connection, this is a spiritual and psychic link. Sometimes cats even seem to prevent the future by warning their owners of an upcoming event. Cats are powerful spiritual fighters as well. Hi, this is Hector. If you really want to help us to make this channel to grow, you may consider making a donation to the Truth Will Set You Free PayPal account, which is hmelo25@yahoo.com. Thank you. We really appreciate your contribution. In the same way that ancient men considered the cats were intermediaries between ordinary men and the gods, current society sees cats as intermediaries between this physical three-dimensional realm and the spiritual realm. Cats could even guide a person on an astral journey and give some extra help as well. Another evidence that proves the extraterrestrial origin of cats concerning the atmospheric layer is referring to the amount of short naps a cat takes daily. This demonstrates that this creature's lungs and breathing system was not made for Earth's atmospheric layer and breathing gas composition, that is to say, oxygen, since cats feel tired by not getting the components they need when breathing, resulting in a short-term fatigue. Cats are cosmic creatures for sure. This creates a very tight bond with the person they attach emotionally. This becomes the best owner's friends and spiritual protectors' guardians. We finally conclude that cats came from a planet that probably the dominating species are also feline-type creatures, like humanoid cats, as the ancient Egyptians represented their gods and goddesses. Probably those extraterrestrial felines still visit Earth nowadays. At least that is what some contactees ensure. Cats were brought by extraterrestrial beings in the past to Earth. The footprint of this arrival is still intact. These fascinating creatures never stop to amaze us. Please comment below. Thanks for watching The Truth Will Set You Free. See you next time.